fighter commission, no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Ref or doctor can stop the fight. Fighter can't be saved by the bell in any round. And if the fight is stopped because of an accidental foul, after 4 rounds, we would go to the cards.
All right, I say then that we get started. Our first fight in the heavyweight division for the introduction of the fighter.
He's a heavy-handed guy, but he has to get close to be effective. He's not very good from long range.
And Heredia, although he does have 11 knockouts in his 13 career victories, he really considers his...
Heredia did have 3 fights in the World Series of Boxing, which is a fairly high-level competition. Actually, those fights count on his pro record.
Pretty sharp jab, and a moment ago, pretty sharp left hook from Heredia.
Yeah, that jab's going to be a key, Barry, because, as I said, Fedosov has to get inside to be effective. And if Heredia can land that jab repeatedly, he's going to score a lot of points, catch the guy coming in.
Yeah, it's a strong jab. It's not just a show-me jab. There's a quick left hand from Fedosov, and I actually think that got Heredia's attention. Again, that left-hand jab. 2 more from Heredia.
You know, when a fighter comes in as heavy as Heredia, although he's been this weight for his last 3 or 4 fights, there's a tendency to dismiss him and say, well, he didn't train. This is a big guy. He says it's muscle, Barry.
That's what he told us.
I think it's muscle around the sides there, but...
or in the shoulders, perhaps. Midway through the first round.
Fedosov, not even 6'1" in this day and age of heavyweight boxing. That's really short.
And again, it is a very sharp jab being thrown by Heredia. And so far, it's been very effective. It's kept Fedosov off of him.
And we talked about our featured fight on Extreme, Monroe and Thompson both being Boxino champions. Same thing for Fedosov. He won the Boxino heavyweight tournament.
Heredia says he wants to be the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world. Comes from a fighting family. His brother is a fighter, still an amateur, undefeated as an amateur. Left hand from Fedosov. Best punch of the fight for him.
There's a lot at stake here, Barry, for Fedosov. You know, it's a good time to be a heavyweight contender with the division having been pretty much reborn with Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and Tyson Fury. And this guy's not far away from being, you know, he's not a top 10 contender now for sure, but not that far away either.
No, we talked to him about it. He's very aware of that. And that's why he wants to make a statement here tonight, although I think it's pretty fair to say he's not winning this first round.
I'm with you.
His corner.
Yeah, Fedosov trained by Marvin Samodio. That's Freddie Roach's chief assistant. And Fedosov's done a lot of work with Freddie Roach at the wild card. Show stats in round 1, Barry. Heredia landed 13 jabs, and I think, as you pointed out, that was pretty much the story of the round right there.
Work your way out.
They want Heredia to stay outside, work that jab, don't get caught stepping in. If he misses, they said, then step in. Fedosov largely quiet, though, not throwing a lot of punches early in this fight.
I don't see a lot of head movement. Maybe that's why he's getting hit with the jab as much as he is.
Okay, break. Step back. Let go. Step back.
You see Heredia throwing 48 jabs. That's an incredible total. Most heavyweights don't throw 48 punches, period, in a round.
That's right.
But you have to ask the question, given his weight, can he maintain a reasonably quick pace for what is a 10-round fight?
I think that is the question. There's a left hand from Fedosov.
And Heredia has never been past 6 as a pro.
Continues to work that jab, and with some effectiveness. Fedosov just caught him just a little bit. It wasn't a full-on shot.
Let him go.
What strikes me is that even though Fedosov really hasn't caught Heredia flush, when he has caught him even a little bit, Heredia has taken a step back. 3-punch combination from Fedosov.
For the first time in the fight, you saw Heredia take a couple of backward steps.
Oh, keep the punches up. Break. Step back, don't punch.
Well, if Heredia did his homework, and there's plenty of YouTube on Fedosov, he should know that the moments when Fedosov does get close, Heredia should grab. Why fight him on the inside?
Exactly.
Even though you're a big guy, you could drape yourself over him, use that 286 pounds, but why do it? Why not just hold, let the referee reset, and then you back outside?
Good left hand. That caught Heredia flush.
And a little ironic smile from Heredia, kind of looked to his corner to acknowledge that he got hit with a solid shot.
A little bit better round so far for Fedosov.
He's still not doing a great job, though, of getting close.
There's another left hand from Fedosov. So 2 pretty good shots from Fedosov. So 2 pretty good shots from Fedosov. We'll see him to glance off of Heredia's glove just a bit, and I think that might have taken just a little bit away from it. Round 3 of this 10-rounder. Heredia's corner wants him to fight the fight he's been fighting. That is, stay at long range with the jab. If Fedosov does manage to come in, then you could try to counter.
In round 2, both fighters landed 11 punches, but Fedosov threw only 22. Pretty low total.
Another good solid left hand from Fedosov.
I mentioned Fedosov can bang.
Each got there with a left hand. Heredia got there with a left, so to Fedosov. There's a right hand from Heredia. That backs Fedosov up into the ropes. A right hand caught him in the gloves. Another right hand, and Fedosov bounces off the ropes with the right hand of his own.
Wow, Fedosov, a good puncher, but Heredia showing very heavy hands also.
As we said, he's knocked out 11 of his 13 opponents. So we know he's got something. Right hand, top of the head. Fedosov scores with the right hand, misses with a counter left. Blood from the nose now of Heredia. Action 3rd round so far.
Yeah, pretty good pace for heavyweights.
Yeah.
And a pretty good pace for heavyweights when one of them weighs 286 pounds.
Yeah. Another good hard left hand from Fedosov.
I'll tell you, Barry, the last couple of minutes, Fedosov's jabs have been just as effective, if not more effective, than those of Heredia.
You're right. Fedosov right now a little bit more in range. And there was a big left hand, and that one hurt Heredia. And Heredia holds on.
Talk about chins. Both these fighters have been down once in their respective careers.
Another big left hand. Heredia ducked right into it. Left hand behind and drops him.
4, 5.
Heredia seems to be okay.
7, 8. Come here, yo. All set? Box.
20 seconds to go here in the round.
Does Fedosov have enough time to finish?
Heredia holds on here. Still 10 seconds remaining. Bell cannot save the fighter, remember. Big round for Fedosov. So this is round 4 of this 10-round fight. And Heredia is going to have to find something that was not there in the last round. A cuffing left hand from Heredia. Heredia says, come on.
I like it. There are a lot of heavyweights, Barry, untested heavyweights, who, if they went down like he did, the fight would be out of them. They would have lost every inch, every ounce of fight in them. And Heredia seems to still looking to come forward. He still wants to fight.
Oh, watch your heads in there, guys. Watch your heads. Okay. All right, you're both all right. Let's go.
And big edge for Fedosov and power shots. Again, not all that busy, but landing 53%. That tells you all you need to know.
This is round 4. We're going 10. Big left hand again, and the left hand behind it, and that backs Eredie up once more. 2 shots to the body and a combination up top, and Eredie against the ropes.
Nice mix of punches from Fedosov, upstairs and downstairs. He's oozing confidence now, Barry. You see his body language. He doesn't seem very concerned about the jab coming into his face anymore.
And Fedosov just biding his time, looking for the good shot. Left hand, then an uppercut a little short. Eredie throws one off his heels.
Step back.
I would look for that left hook from Fedosov because Eredie is not doing a good job of keeping his gloves up.
Looks to me, Steve, like his legs might be betraying him a little bit here, too. Lays in on the ropes now. 3-4 jabs and a chopping right hand.
Work your way out. Work your way out of there. All right, break.
Fedosov seems happy to hold there, which doesn't serve him any good.
Breathing through his mouth now, just took a big breath. Those all missed.
And look where Heredia's hands are. Both of them low.
Just stop punching. Let's go.
That jab not as effective as it was, Barry.
No. Left hand knocks him down. One good left hand, and it dropped him.
5, 6, 7, 8. How are we doing? All right? Yeah, good.
And I do think his legs have betrayed him here. Final seconds. Another big left hand. Fedosov just trying to survive the round. Or rather, Eredie trying to survive the round. And does. And this fight has completely changed in favor of Fedosov. First round, very big for Eredie. Since that time, Fedosov started to get back in it in the second round and has owned the third and fourth. Knockdowns in each. Another left hand. Even off balance, he hit him with a left hand.
Well, Heredia's corner telling him he has to keep his right glove up. He's not doing it. And he's just going to get hit with left hands. Every time Fedosov is in range, he's going to land that punch.
I think he's a tired fighter. I think his legs, as we said earlier, are betraying him. Squaring up in front of Fedosov a lot more than he was.
Coming in, Barry, the big difference between these two is quality of opposition. Fedosov had fought much better opponents. Heredia, as a result of fighting the type of fighters he's been fighting, he doesn't have the background to weather this kind of assault.
3-punch combination, 2 to the body by Fedosov, and just is stalking Heredia now. Fedosov told us he had a couple of opportunities to fight Wilder. Didn't think it was the right time. Happened to be in Russia at the time. Didn't think he could get over here and get himself ready in time.
But that's interesting because that tells you he's close to the top level of the division. He did spar in Alabama with Wilder when Wilder was preparing for the fight that didn't happen against Povetkin.
2 good body shots. Now he comes upstairs, double left hand to the head. Heredia says, come on, but I don't think he really means it. Another big left hand.
Wow.
That knocks Eredie backward again.
He's ready to go, I think, Barry.
I think so, too. Wisely, Fedosov was working the body. There's a right hand that gets there.
Let him go.
Fedosov was working the body, trying to bring Heredia's hands down even further.
You almost can see inside of Fedosov's head. He's saving his energy for one more assault this round.
Coming down to the final 30 seconds, and you see Eredie just kind of back up and try to take a breath and catch a second wind. There's another big left hand, left to the body, right to the head, drops him again.
3, 4.
He's about done.
5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? Yeah. All right. Let's go, Bokс. 10 seconds.
It will not take very much. Another left hand. He misses with a wild left hand. And once again, Eredea
Pushing down on the floor.
Bokс.
So this is round 6. Eredea told his corner, I'm fine. Suppose they believed him?
No.
With a combination. There's a big left hand. That top rope is dangerously loose.
I'll tell you why it's loose, because it's 286 pounds.
There is
going up against it. 3 10-8 rounds in a row for Fedosov. He's way ahead on the cards now. Little rally.
Yeah. 2 to the body. This is an uppercut.
And that might be it. To have a chance to win this fight, Eredea really needed to be up at the halfway mark, because it figured the second half of the fight would belong to Fedosov,
right,
who's been longer in fights, who's in better shape, but that's not the case.
And down goes Eredea once again from a left hand.
4, 5.
I think there comes a point you say
7,
that's enough.
8. Okay, we got to stop it here, man.
Well stopped. Well stopped.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Richard Pogosny steps in.